What happens when music, movement, fire, and discipline all live in one person? Today, I'm sitting down with Magnum Poppin, DJ, fire performer, dancer, and educator. She's not someone who just performs, she commands space. And today, we're talking identity, pressure, confidence, and what it really takes to stay consistent in the creative industry. This is the EpicVishin Podcast. Don't just sit there and watch. Like, share, subscribe, comment, because that's what enables me to keep bringing conversations like this your way. Let's get into the video. Welcome, Magnum.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Good to be here.
Good to see you, finally. When people hear DJ, dancer, fire performer, they think this is really exciting. So can you tell me what your regular week looks like?
So yeah, all of those things that I do are pretty creative. Mostly I started with being a dancer, so I do DJ on the weekend, and then during the week I would teach private classes, or group sessions, things like that. So my week would probably consist of just planning my music for weekend sets, and then creating choreographies for my next classes. There will be a lot of content making in between as well, because each thing that I do needs promotion.
Yes.
Kind of thing. So that's where Instagram and all the social media platforms come in, really.
You teach classes as well, teach dance classes.
Yes, I do teach dance classes. I've actually been in university to become a professional dancer at first, and then I went on to completing my PGC in teaching dance specifically. So I not at the moment, but I've been teaching in colleges as well. So, that's where planning sessions, things like that is a big deal. It's not just a class that you come in once in a blue moon. Like, you need to actually plan from September till December so that they actually pass and, get the grades that they need to. So then they can move on to whatever projects they need. It definitely takes a lot more planning.
It seems like you do a lot of things at the same time, and you juggle a lot.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I feel like I prefer to keep myself busy. I thrive being busy. Obviously, I need to always be careful of the projects that I'm taking on, just so that I can fit everything in. For example, I remember end of year 2024, I had probably had like 5 different jobs within 1 week, especially with the weekend. Once I became a DJ, my day could start in teaching in college 8 till 4 o'clock, then quickly get changed in the car while having all this DJ equipment, go onto a job, especially like Christmas time period, DJ from 6 till 12 or 1 a.m. in the morning, and then still go to another venue to do a fire gig.
Wow.
And then, quickly go home, get some rest, and then go and teach a class at a public, school. So I loved that period of time, but I feel like in 2025, I definitely slowed things down a lot, whether by choice or not. And I just always like a challenge. Yeah, it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, that's good. Did you always see yourself as multidisciplinary? Like you said, these are all different things. So did it start like that, or did it come out of necessity?
When I first came to Manchester, I was very heavy into, obviously, I've just finished a dance school, so that was my goal pretty much most of my life.
Okay.
But then at the same time, I was into fitness very heavily, and I was studying level 2 and level 3 personal training and things like that. So I always kind of kept a few eggs in different baskets. But mostly because I was interested in them. So it takes a lot of discipline, but it doesn't feel forced when you actually like what you do.
Yeah. Do people ever try to put you in a box?
In which area? Be specific.
Because has anybody said, well, maybe you should stick to this because you are you're a really, really good DJ. Maybe you should stick to being a DJ. Why do you want to do fire performance as well? Just do the DJs.
Oh, yeah, that definitely happened. Especially when I started DJing, because I was always dancing. I was teaching dance at this point, and I was doing my fire gigs. So everyone pretty much, my reputation was just pretty much revolving around being the dancer and doing lots of events and teaching dance. So that was it. And then when this whole idea of DJing came around, I had a very hard time pushing through that reputation so that people actually accept me as not just a dancer. Like I can actually do something else as well, and I can be equally good at it. People are like really precious about their craft as well.
Yes.
So when I started DJing and things like that, it's not just being accepted in a new area, it's just also because people are so precious about what they do and how good they do it. You have to now come in, put yourself out there, and also prove that you are good enough.
Yes.
Otherwise, you get a lot of judgment.
Yes.
From people,
Yes.
just because sometimes people are not very nice, and they might just be like, "Why are you here? You have no experience. You've just started." Yeah. So
how do you handle such reactions to?
It doesn't bother me anymore. I mean, obviously, I need to take care of it because, I need to do a good job. I always take feedback.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing process with everything, really. You can always become better at something. But external opinions, especially if it's just like spiteful comments or something like that, it doesn't really bother me because I'm just going to come in and do my best. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But at least I'm here showing up.
Yeah. What changes the moment you step into performance mode?
That definitely speaks to my dancer part of me. They are very different. With dancing, like I said, I was performing every single week for bang on 2 years, especially doing the fire stuff. But once I step on stage, everything just goes away. Like any worries, all I need to think about is not to fall over my heels. Don't burn your eyelashes or something like that. Or remember the choreography. But I think because with dancing, the adrenaline kicks in so hard, and I love dance anyway. So I just want to get the job done. So that's the fun part. With DJing, it's probably a little bit different because there's so much thinking that you need to be doing. Like with dance, for example, you've got choreography that you've prepared, and that's not going to change whether people like it or not. Usually. With DJing, you can have a full plan for the whole night for all different types of genres and all types of different people. But then you start playing some music and the dance floor is empty. You need to think on you need to be very quick and switch.
The vibe.
Yeah, you've got no choice because otherwise, you're just not doing a good job. Whether you think you are. Some people have different, preferences, opinions, or something like that. Like the DJ's job is to keep everyone on the dance floor. They're a bit different when it comes to that. There's a lot more active thinking, and maybe in my case at least, like worrying, okay, is this next song gonna bang, and things like that. So
fire performance is not just art, right? It's also really dangerous.
Can be, yeah.
What mindset does that require?
I've got dance background. I've been dancing since I'm probably 5 years old or something like that. So when it comes to anything to do with movement, I don't really struggle because it's just already there, kind of thing. I've done it for too long. When it comes to fire specifically, obviously, you need to prep. You need to get trained. You need to make sure you have that skill and know all the safety measures. You have them all in place before you even step anywhere close to the stage. Because it, like you said, it's very dangerous. And it's sometimes, like, if you're too close to people, you can burn some hair or something. You don't know. Or it might be even just the case of having the venue having air conditioning on. And, you know, the second you put it close to your face, or God forbid you was to blow the fire, it can splash back on your face. And I've heard of those kind of cases before. But like, once you master this, it's just a checklist. And then, you know, maybe try not to show off sometimes, just for the sake of holding the fire in my mouth for too long and then just burn my eyelashes. Like, oh God, why? Oh, it's funny, but it happens.
I was just trying to imagine you with no eyelashes, right?
Oh no, it never happened to this point, but
it
was a funny situation sometimes where I came off the stage and I was like, wow. Yeah, it's funny now. No, when it happens.
So how do you stay calm when everything is on you?
In terms of
the pressure, generally.
Sometimes you just need to crack on. You know, everyone probably deals with some sort of pressure where you might not feel like maybe you're up for the job or something like that. Are they going to like me? Are they going to, you know, is everything going to go all right? But sometimes you just need to go and get the job done. And at the end of the day, if you just show up, like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, at least you're trying. Obviously, make sure you're well prepared for everything.
How do you stay consistent without burning out?
Oh, okay. I think because I try and look at all the good things. Sometimes, for example, like with the DJing, or just with anything really, any job, it might be very exciting for me at first. And it probably happen in every area of my work that I'm doing, whether that would be teaching and or fire or DJing. It's a very exciting idea. At first, you might be really excited and, you know, have all this motivation. But when you do something week by week by week by week, you just you do burn out. And you just need to look for inspiration, whatever that means. Maybe if you need to take a break, take a trip, meet different people, watch something different, you know, try and also just push yourself to get the inspiration, because it doesn't just come to you. You know, sometimes you need to actually go out and look for it yourself.
Have there been any moments where you thought, I can't do this anymore?
Oh.
They have. Okay, let's hear it.
I mean, that's never happened, I don't think. Maybe I had some moments like that with working with specific people, maybe, or specific places. Never as an art.
Okay.
I never had that. It's more so all the other stuff that's around it that might influence your burnout, and just like, it could be financial, it could be just a bad vibe with whoever you're working with, for example. And sometimes you actually do need to be like, no, I'm done. But I'm not done with the DJ, I'm not done with music, I'm not done with dancing. I'm just done doing it here. Or with this specific person.
When the momentum slows like that, right, what keeps you grounded?
I try and look at all the successful stories that I might have achieved. That always helps. Just because, for example, like, DJing took me places that I never thought I'm going to be at. Cool. And that I never actually believed I will even be capable of doing. Like, DJing for Billie Eilish this year, I was never expecting that. And so I stop myself when I feel like this burnout and I really have that motivation and things like that. I'm just like, right, hold on a second. Look at where you have come to. Considering 2 years ago, I didn't even know how to play just a play button or
Yeah.
something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try and look at that, and then that kind of raises a question like, maybe God does want me to do this
Yeah.
and keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
So maybe just, breathe and come back to it with a fresh mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've got quite a few people around me as well that when I actually dived deeper into their personal stories, it's like, wow, it is doable,
Yeah. Yeah.
That probably keeps me more grounded because, a lot of times you're just stuck in your head like, I wish I'm meant to be doing this and that, but I don't like what's happening right now, and I don't feel like I want to do it. But it's like it takes time.
Yeah.
It definitely takes time. So you just gotta keep showing up.
So why is education such an important part of what you do?
Well, firstly, because safety of yourself and others when it comes to fire.
Yeah.
Injury prevention, but like even just a lot of things that I do are very technical. For example, you play, let's say you do a gig or something like that. People might not think of the strategy that's behind what is it that you do.
Yeah.
So DJs would, if a DJ is playing for 6 hours, sometimes even 8 hours, you really need to make sure what to play, when to play, how to warm up the crowd, how to keep them on the dance floor, when to give them a break to breathe, for example, because it can't just all be like, ba, 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 ba. Like sometimes, if it's your power hour, then of course, like when it's the most busy and...
Don't even think about that, that, you should have that strategy to...
Yeah, and most DJs do, and if they don't, then you will find out. And that's very quickly, because like when I started DJing, I didn't think about that, and I was always around like, the entertainment industry and in clubs and restaurants, and I was always around DJs, but you don't actually think about, all you can think of is like, I like this song.
Yeah.
But you don't actually think, why are you playing that song right now?
Right now, no.
Why not later? So...
Well, to the crowd, it just feels random, right? That, this is my favorite song and it just came on right now.
Yeah,
after...
oh my God, it's crazy that they just, it came on now. Like, no, that was fully intended. But yeah, so you just, when it comes to that, obviously, because it's such a creative thing, but with so many unwritten rules, you really need to also seek that education part of it.
Yeah.
I did that kind of by accident as well, because I was always already working in the entertainment and I was around those DJs all the time. Right. So it kind of became a lot more natural to me. But for someone that just wants to start, boom, like that, but actually never really left the house much for like events, because for whatever reasons they won't know the structure even by accident, which is what like it kind of happened for me.
For you, because it's sort of intrinsic.
Yeah, you just kind of know what to open up with. You know what works for people as well. But like I said, I wasn't aware of this. So when I first started DJing, like my first professional job really was straight into a residency. Okay. And that was in Manchester City Centre as well. Okay. And that was, I think I was doing once a week for like 6 hours straight. Okay. But bear in mind, I've just started DJing, like outside of my bedroom. So I had to learn this really quickly, because the owners of the club, they want people in. Yes. And they want them to be dancing and going crazy and stuff like that. So I wasn't aware that I have to learn the structure. Yeah. Yeah. But it came pretty quick, you learn quick, especially because I was involved every single week, bang on. I had no choice. And then you come home and you're like, okay, what could have I done better? Yeah. What can I do next week? So that, the night just flourishes. Yeah.
What do you wish younger creatives understood earlier?
it's not all just about TikTok, maybe. No, I think the quicker you start, the better for you. And something that I really struggled with is just questioning yourself a lot for a long time. Instead of creating, I would just sit there and worry about just whatever.
It's that imposter syndrome, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, especially in this day and age, like if you've got a creative job or a hobby, just start. You just put yourself out there straight away. Even if you don't have it all figured out, you will learn so much more by doing whatever it is that you're trying to do, rather than just sitting there and worrying, because you'll never learn, and the confidence will never grow. So a big example of that would be Kari putting me through, like throwing me straight onto the deep waters with my first ever gig.
Right.
I don't know if he told you this story.
No, he didn't tell me, no.
So we found this open mic that he was doing on stage and radio. And I didn't know Carrie at that point.
Okay.
My friend dragged me over, and at this point, I'm only DJing in my bedroom because first of all, I'm not telling anyone because I'm terrified. You know, I'm not telling anyone. I am not posting it. I think it was only my friend that knew about it, and probably my mom. Even my boyfriend at the time didn't have a clue. Because I mean, it's a lot of pressure. He was a DJ. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, right.
I was like, no. So it was always just in the bedroom, after a night out or something, I would hear a few more songs. I'm like, let me do this, at 3 a.m. in the morning before I go to bed. But so we went to that open mic, and we just thought, you know what, you probably need a DJ. And I just thought, there's not a lot of people there. This would be like a perfect spot to try and put myself out there with not too much pressure straight away, instead of having to email all these venues and they would just throw me on there thinking I'm confident when I wasn't. So I needed a place where I can just practice. And because it was an open mic, then, you would get a lot of breaks. So I would just DJ like maybe 10 minutes in between, things like that. So I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah, baby steps.
Baby steps, But then Carrie's like, yeah, sure, come next week. I'll come next week. And I set up, and everything's going fine. I'm slowly warming up into the night, and then next thing I know, they didn't tell me that it was actually a producer cypher with like 50 rappers coming in, storming into the venue, and all of a sudden, going from 5 people in the venue, we had 50 plus.
Packed, yeah.
It was absolutely packed, and I'm obviously panicking. And Carrie's just like, yeah, you'll be fine. I'm like, Carrie, I'm not going to be fine. I've never done this before.
Yeah.
So that was definitely an experience. But I stayed every single week, and we've had some pretty successful nights. But I've definitely been thrown into the deep waters.
Yeah.
But now it's funny. At the time, I was terrified.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was a very good push for me, because I had to now. I had to make this work. Yeah. I can't just back down, or what? Am I going to just grab my decks and walk out the venue? I'm not going to do that. It's embarrassing. Yeah. I'm not a quitter. Yeah.
Sometimes all you need is that push, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And Carrie's been pushing me ever since. And I'm pretty grateful, because, like I said, sitting around and worrying about if I'm going to do good or not, like, you will make mistakes anyway. So I've definitely had that encouragement from my friends, because now I'm here, and I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. How would you say the creative industry could be more supportive? Or
definitely they could. There is so many things now. I think especially in Manchester, I see it all the time. Open decks nights, things like that, and some free dance classes. I mean, as an individual, especially because I used to, for example, teach a lot of young creatives as well. I would offer free classes for them, because firstly, you don't know what financial situation they're in, but the passion that was just booming from them was, I just couldn't say no.
Yeah.
And they loved every second of these classes. So I think that definitely helped them. They helped them like grow a little bit of confidence, just mainly because I gave them the space to practice and stuff like that. So you know, we should probably do that more.
Yeah.
And just staying supportive in general, like with no silly comments when it comes to whatever craft it is that you're doing. You know, just stay in your lane. I think staying in your lane, and obviously if someone actually does come to for help to you, fair enough. But you know, just judging people should probably stay in your own head.
Yeah.
But we definitely probably could do more in, you know, just providing spaces for the creatives, which Spotlight did a fantastic job with that, because we've had so many, I call them Spotlight babies, that have grown with the brand as well, you know, whether it was through just showing their beats or just growing as rappers, singers, poets, anything like that. We've created that space for them to just share their work, and that definitely creates more confidence in every single creator.
Cool.
So that's actually the beautiful part of Spotlight, for example.
That's cool. That's cool. We're going to enter the rapid fire round right now.
Right. Okay, I'm ready.
So,
right. Wait. Explain. What is it?
So this is the stage where I ask you, you know, random questions, and then you don't have to overthink it.
Yeah.
Just the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right, I'm here for it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing you can't perform without.
A good outfit.
That's a good one.
Honestly, it's true. If I don't feel like
Appearance
I'm slaying,
matters.
it's not gonna.
No, the vibes will not be there either.
Exactly, the vibe is gone. If I feel like trash, then everything's gonna be trash.
I love it. A moment you felt proud, but nobody saw.
Ooh, I think getting my first job in the dance education industry, because I couldn't actually share anything really, because it's a college. Okay. But I was so involved, and probably, you know, the only people that would know would be my parents or something like that. But other than that, what the stuff that we've actually been creating within the studios every single day was just so amazing to me. And like, even I've learned a lot about myself as well, but until you're in the space, you won't see it, you don't get it. I can tell you all about it, and you won't feel the same energy in comparison to actually being in a room and seeing all these students, and even me just doing what we need to do.
That's cool.
So,
Advice you'd give yourself 5 years ago.
Oh, Jesus. Finish the jobs, like, don't give up too quickly. Don't be too hot-headed about things, I think. Yeah, that's it. I'll stay here.
Okay. So what does success actually mean to you now?
Success to me now, firstly, I just want to do a good job. I want to be happy, and I want everyone around me to be happy as well. We spoke about DJing, we spoke about teaching, we spoke about the fire, but I've actually tried a lot of different things in my life, and where I wasn't fully happy. So if I can pay for my bills and eat well and have a good group of people around me, then while doing what I like to do, then that's happiness for me. That's pretty
brilliant.
You can't make this up.
Brilliant. Well, big love to you for showing up and dropping gems for us today. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you on the next one.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks.